Good morning. Good morning. Jesus shall lead me. Where's my glasses? I can't see anything. Good morning. And don't try to come up here if you don't have something pertaining to what I am saying. People are distracting me. And that's why I don't like people come up, because they don't know what they're talking about. They come up want to talk about other things and other things in their country, and there's nothing I can do about what's going on in your country. So if you don't have anything to say about God or about the subject at hand, don't try to come up. Please don't. I don't have time for all that. Because you get me off my subject, you get me off my game. Jesus shall lead me all the way, night and day. Jesus shall lead me. I gotta go. Let's get to the housekeeping before we get to Jesus shall lead me. I saw this man, and he make a tape. And this is in regards to the little boy that was walking in the neighborhood and was trailed and approached and harassed by 3 grown men. But the man make a tape of this man walking in his neighborhood with his short shorts. And the man said, you think I should approach that man to say, why are you in my neighborhood? Why are you walking in my neighborhood? The man said, I'm not crazy. He's walking on the government road. Why would I approach him to ask him why is he walking in my neighborhood? But then our children are not free to walk in certain neighborhood, although they might be living in that neighborhood. Just saying, Just saying. Politics too. I also just saw this man. I was watching this. I love to watch it, especially Parker and Dean. I love to watch their live because I like what they say. And this other guy was having a live, and this man came on it. And the man says he don't like the vice president because the vice president don't answer questions straight. And he loved Donald Trump because Donald Trump answer every question. Donald Trump answer all the questions, and she don't answer the question. He said in the law, when they have the debate, they ask her about what she's gonna do, something, and she didn't answer. And so they pull up all the things. So he could not say a word because he used in reverse, because what he's saying is Donald Trump did not answer a question straight. The vice president always answer the question. And he never, look when they asked him when he was doing when McDonald's was closed, and he was there saying that he's working at McDonald's. I love you, Grandpa. And they asked him about the minimum wage. Did not say a word. No matter what you ask him, he never answer. And this little old man say that, oh, he answer every question. You know, it's all in our mind. We want people to do the things that we are thinking, and they're not doing. And when they said, all right, let me pull it up and show you that she answered every question, he hung up. I said, there you go. He hung up the phone because he doesn't want to hear the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what they are thinking or what they believe it should be. Why are you voting for Donald Trump? Well, and they're looking at the other person beside them. Why are we voting for him? They don't know why they're voting for him. Because a lot of them don't have the money. They will not get the tax cut because they don't have that much money. And is that the Elon Musk thing? Up and down, because Elon Musk want to keep all the money. No matter what money he have, he's trying, because Donald Trump is going to make him oversee all the thing pertaining to him, so he don't pay any money to the government. He's going to cut this, he's going to cut that. You're not going to pay taxes on that, you're not going to pay taxes on that. So how is the government going to run? How the army is going to get money? Where the money come from to fix our roads? If you're going to cut it, you're going to cut it, you're going to cut. You got to be so smart. He's only an idiot. We'll get up and talk about these things. He get up and talk about the tariff. And stupid people are following him, not knowing that we are going to be the one who pay the money on the tariff. We are going to be the one to pay it. Where the goods is coming from, they don't pay tariff. When it come into the country, we pay it. All the equipment that we buy for cars and all these things that we buy out of country. So our car gonna be up, raise up. And all the things in the television. Yes, the television and cars and stuff may make in America. But the things that we bought from other country to put in them, gonna have tariff from them. So instead of you get a computer or a television for $200, you're gonna be $250 or $230. And yesterday I heard a man was talking to him. And oh no, you don't understand it. He's telling the economy, well, economists, that he don't understand what he's talking about, and he does. The tariff going to be paid by China. That's what he thinks. The tariff going to be paid by this. And they said to him, oh, well, we have tariff already. Oh, no, we're going to get a different tariff. You know, the people that just spew out things that they want you to you want you to think, when they don't have a iota of what they're saying. They want you to think that you're crazy. And you have these people following them all the way down into hell with their misinformation. He don't know. He don't know. And who said his 4 years that he had, he did something good? You don't know what you're talking about. He don't do anything that good. Nothing. And because they arrest him and they arrest you, you think that you are like him. You're not like him. He's an ex-president. You are not. They have secret service around him. You don't. No matter what you say about him, he still was a president. No matter what he did, he didn't do a crap, but he still was a president. So you can measure up. You can't measure up to that and said, oh yes, see, I'm just like him because he was arrested, he have a mugshot. You have a mugshot, how many years do you do in prison? How many years does he do in prison? And no matter what they say, he ain't going anywhere. No matter what they say, he's not going to prison. He's going to take it and take it and take it to every court he can. He's not going to prison. So he's not just like you. And you're not just like him. He's not like you. And you're not like him. The Bible said to seek your own soul salvation. And instead of we vote for our interests, we vote for different things. And the things that we vote for doesn't concern us. If you're voting for him and said, oh yes, he's going to give money, he ain't going to give you no money. If you voted for him and said, oh yes, he's going to give money, the rich people, not you. You don't have any billions in the bank. Everything that he did is for him and his family because they have money, you don't. And the person that is trying to let you get something, and if not you, your children and your children's children, you're beating them down. And you're talking things about him. Do you hear anybody that work under the Obama administration? Do you hear anybody that work under the Obama administration came out and says bad, nasty thing about Obama? No. So why is it all his people are speaking so ill about him? All his people. His children even running away. His wife is not even on the trail. His children running away that they are he's tarnishing their image. All he's saying know that whatever five guy that he say bad things about, they're suing him. I have never seen one man I don't know if I could contain all that much lawsuit. He's the suingest man in America. No, what is it, Boston 5 or whatever, Central Park 5 are suing him because he's still at it saying that the guy plead guilty. And that's the person you're running up and down, want to be your president. The one who said Barack Obama didn't born here. But you're running up and down, want him to be your president. And yet, if you go to jail or prison, whatever it is, and convicted, and you're a felon, you can't vote. You can't vote. But you want him to be your president. Why? You want him to be your president. Who get so much lawsuits. So much people have so much bad things to say. Barack Obama did 8 years and he's still on the trail. And people love him. He behaved like a man. He behaved as a president supposed to be. You didn't hear nothing about Barack Obama. Nothing. All right, some people may not like him. Hello, my dear. Because no matter what you do, some people not going to like you. But he behaved himself. A president supposed to behave. Now they have it to say. When we were here and people were here dying, your grandfather, your grandmother, your mother were dying, he was sending COVID test kit to Putin. He was sending the test kit to Putin. Now he ain't going to have a filter this time. because he ain't gonna be looking to run again because it's 2 terms. And don't you think if you ever put him back in there, God help your soul? Don't you think if you ever put him in there for a 2nd term, when he know that he's not going to be running again, what he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do? He's going to run amok. He's going to run amok. What do you think he's going to do if you put him back in there for a 2nd term when he don't have to run again? He don't want anything to do with the government. He's going to go all over the world and collect money like they were doing. Because that's what his children are doing, running around the world. No matter how many clothes I bought, saying what the father could do from what the father couldn't do. They're going to run around the world and sell American Secret. They're going to run around the world because he ain't have any filter. There's nothing to stop him. Because he's going to say you vote him in. And I know you black man love him because you love colonizer. Because you have no damn spine. You have no backbone. And you have to be ruled by a white man. You look in there, you saw all the good that he have done because he go to jail like you. You're not thinking about your children and your children's children. You're not thinking about what your ancestor go through. What Martin Luther King went through in order for you to vote. John Lewis, what they went through in order for you to be able to cast a ballot. You're not thinking about all that. You're thinking about the prison record. They have one like you. And you can't vote. You're not thinking about the stop and frisk. What is going to happen to you? He said it. No, he said if you read the thing, he's going to cut Social Security. And he's going to let you work until you're 75 in order to claim social. You're going to work until you drop. No 62 and 65 anymore. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It is your right. Nobody can tell you what to do. It is your right. It is your right. When you want to go, but when you're disparaging a black woman, speaking bad, oh, this tea tastes awful. What the heck is in there? When you are talking here about a black woman, oh, he put black people in prison. You're lucky because if it was me and it's vice president, I'll put all of your ass in jail. I really would. Because if you're going to be jumping up and down, doing the things you're not supposed to do, and what are you saying to all those white judges who put you to jail? What are you saying about all the black judge? Because you have more black judge and prosecutor than this the vice president. I don't hear you talking about them. I don't hear you saying anything about them. And if they begin to run, you will run again to them or for them. If they're running, you'll run for them. But the one black woman who is running, you're saying that, oh, he put black people in prison. Really? You're out. You should still be in there. She didn't give you enough time. She didn't give you enough time. She should have put length to the sentence. Because if she had lengthened the sentence, you wouldn't be here making trouble. If you do something wrong and they caught you, I said if, and you know from earth to heaven you did it, why should you complain if you do it? You think if I did something wrong and they come and arrest me, I would be so ashamed I would not talk about it. I would be so ashamed because I know I did it. And I'm going to own up to it that I did it. But you did it. You get to jail or wherever you go. And you get sentenced. And she was the prosecutor. And you want her to come and give you a pat on the back and said, oh, you did good, young man. It doesn't work that way. The white judge and the white prosecutor ain't patting you on the back. They are sending you to Rikersville. They ain't patting you on the back. So why is it good for one and it's not good for the other? You did something wrong. You did something wrong. You did it, Your Honor. I'm sorry I did it. It better you say, Your Honor, I'm sorry I did it. I was hungry and I thought if I take this banana, I'm very sorry. Equal we would say, well, young man, it's not yours. And maybe he would have mercy on you. But you did something wrong. And you come up and you said you want nothing to do with her because, she her way up to the top and she her way around here and she had somebody husband and she, just like how you talk about your black woman, you give them all these children and you run, gone, leave them. And now you talk about women, you're single mother. You talk about them who are single mother. You give them the children, because they can't have children of their own. And they go to unless they go to the artificial insemination. And black people don't have time for that. Most black people you see they can have children. It's seldom you see a black person who can have children. And you give them all these kids. And you left them. You don't give them a penny for anything. And if they go and get food stamp, and the government put you and take away your driver's license, you begin to quarrel. So they go and complain about you. And they don't have to complain about you. You give them that children. Why? Did you know there are something gonna happen? That the child gotta have to eat and go to school, gonna get sick, they have to wear clothes, they have to have medical. And you have all things to say about black women. I don't want them. Their hair is nappy. They do this and they do that. And they're manly and they be. If they don't work, you say they're lazy. If they go to school and get an education, you say they're proud. What should they do? You leave them with all these children, and if they try to help themselves and educate themselves, you don't like them. If they sit down and collect food stamps and have all these children and don't work, you say they're lazy and they're collecting food stamps. So what should they do? They should just do something. Oh, they want my money. It's your children. It's your children. Then you're going to hop, skip, and jump to another country to get another woman who you think wants you. You have no job. You have no education. You can't read. You listen to some of them and hear, and they sound so damn stupid. They sound so stupid. Honestly. And some of them you just keep scrolling. They say you can't. You listen to them and you don't even know what they're saying. They sound so stupid. Stranger who just so happened to be the franchise owner. What he does for this employee has left the inner sound very stupid. And they are the ones who don't. I don't want black woman. Which black woman? There's the one there with 500 pounds talking about you don't want black woman. Is which black woman want you? Which black woman? Because these young girls are so savvy these days. Which black woman, young girl, gotta pick you up? I don't want young girl. What if we don't want them? You're gonna be a slave in somebody's house, and they're gonna treat you like a dog because you have no education. You think working in a gas station for $2 an hour that gonna make you have anything? And somebody who go to college and university and have their degrees, they're gonna come and pick you up for what purpose? You can't even cut a good lawn. Why do you think they're gonna pick you up? To do what? To tear them down? Why do you think they would be picking you up? Come on, tell me. Why do you think they would be picking you up? To do what? To collect flowers every day on TikTok? Why would you think an educated black woman would be picking up an income pool? Why would you think they would be picking you up? To do what? You can't even hold a knife and fork if you go to a dinner. And then you are the one who have all the say. I don't want that. They have all these children. I don't want, really. Why? Instead of you educate yourself, I saw this black woman, and every time I talk about it, tears come to my eyes. The woman had 3 or 4 children. Wasn't going to drop out of school because she had the children. Working for nothing, for peanuts, on food stamp. She was a young woman. And the woman said, I have to be able to do something better than this for my life. She didn't have a high school diploma. She went and she got her GED. She went to the community college and take courses. And you know what she is today? An attorney. Her children are so proud of her. While she is raising the children, she's going to school. And that's what black woman does. Black women are working and they are taking night class. They are taking classes online. They are educating themselves. If they can't sit in the classroom, they are cooking, they are doing homework, and they are doing all that at the same time. Multitasking. They never have anybody to put them through university. They put themselves through it. And instead of you hold your hand up and said, I'm proud of you, you want to ridicule her. You want to say words to discourage her. You want to say words that will bring her down. You want to tear her down. Instead of saying, I'm proud of you. Instead of saying, I'll join with you. I'll go to night class. I'll take GED online. And I'll help myself. And I'll do something what I can do, I want to do. You don't have to be a lawyer and a doctor. There are mechanics. There are other things that you can do. And then you open your own shop. You can even have a lawn service. The money may not be quick as you want it to be. but you help yourself. Don't let people look down on you. Hold up your black woman hand who has been through so much and still going through it. Hold up their hand when you see a black person doing something. I'm not talking that white people don't go through it, but they don't go through as much as we do. I love them just the same, but they don't go through as much as we do, and they know it. When a black man see a black woman going through something, you don't have to be your wife. You don't have to be your girlfriend. Support that black company. Help them. I know some of them, yes, and I say things about them because some of them is so rude and don't know how to treat people when you go to their business. And especially when they make it, some of them begin to go on like they were born with it. But you know something? Some of them will understand. Some of them understand. But when I come on here and hear the man, and when they talk about the vice president, oh my God, there's a bone in my heart that really, really twists to know that our black man would sit there saying these things. When our ancestors went through hell to vote, to gain the right to vote, all black people went through hell because there's a time when women could vote whether white or black. All black people went through hell to vote. And when you have to vote, you have to take this big reading test and you have to do all that other people don't have to do. And now we come and we have the opportunity and we're going to cast it away. Amen. We're going to cast it away. And we're going to go and give it to the colonizer. The one who keep us down. The one who want to send everybody out of the country. Not knowing that his mother and his father came here too. Suppose they had run and said, your mother, your father not coming. He wouldn't be here. His parents, his wives came here. And you don't want your black people, you speak too bad about them. You don't want them to come to anything. And maybe it's jealousy. Because as soon as we see something good is happened to one black person, there go the trail. They won't comment on your thing, you know. But as soon as they see you start doing something, go, oh my God, you can't stop reading the thing that they send you up and down that they're saying. But if they're seeing you doing something right, oh yeah, they scroll. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see you. But as soon as you're doing something wrong, as soon as you're doing something wrong, or something right, rather, they start saying all these things about you. Oh, come on. You think I could see a black person? I never know Barack Obama. But I'm out there calling people. Did you vote? Are you going to vote for Barack Obama? I'm calling everybody on my phone. I'm knocking on doors. He's the first black person. I love him to death. I don't know the man. He's the president. I don't know the vice president either. But I'm doing the same thing. I don't know. But my heart tells me when I see a black person is doing something, Because you know something? We have what? 45 or more black men, white man rather, was our president. And what happened? They all do the same thing. We have one black man and they do everything under his skin to get to him. They said he didn't born here. They went to Africa to dig up where he from. And Donald Trump is the one who did all this, trying to come up with something. And he still was the best yet. My grandchildren said the bestest. He was still the bestest. He didn't do anything. He didn't get arrested. He didn't give away the country. He didn't send things to Putin. He didn't send COVID tests to Putin. He didn't do anything. He didn't talk about people like a dog. He was the best. And you're still black man. Oh, he didn't do anything for we. He didn't do. He's a president, for crying out loud. Don't you understand what a president is? A president can come to your house and give you $1 million. And I know that's what you black man wanted to do. You want him to come to your house and give you $1 million. It never happened. Because if the white one never give you $1 million, you ain't going to get it from him. You ain't going to get it. And no president going to come and give you no money. You're going to have to work for it. He don't have that luxury to come and drop money at your door. You vote for these local people. You're not, when it comes to voting in local election, you don't vote. And the local election carry more weight. You just let people go and put who they want to put in there. And then that's the thing that bothers you. They are the ones that put the judge in who they want to send you to prison. They put all these people in there that's going to hurt you because you don't vote. In local election, you are nowhere to be found. And these are the things that bothers you or affect you.
I know you also talk to my rivals.
When local election, pay attention. When amendment, pay attention. When you see they have all these amendments, and pay attention. Read up what it's all about. Read up who it's going to affect. Because in the midst of that, they're going to hide something. In the midst of that, they're going to hide the Roe versus Wade. And they're going to hide it underneath there. And you're not paying attention. And then what? Oh, the president. Joe Biden. Although Joe Biden sit there day and night working his finger to the bone to help you, you said he don't do anything. Obama don't do anything. This one don't do anything. And that one who's not doing anything for you but his children. You see who he put in power? Who is over the RNC? His daughter-in-law. Did he come and get you? Did he pick you up? Did he come and pick you up and said, I'm going to put you over the RNC? He's not to pick you up and put you over the RNC. He put his family. And where are you? You're still there. You're still there. Stop voting against your interests. Stop voting against your interests. Read more. Educate yourself more. Our flowers and TikTok will go away, but our education is forever. Educate yourself. Educate yourself.
Where are you going? Where's Marcus?
They can get the GED.
You know Marcus?
You can get GED.
Yes. He's dead.
Educate yourself so you can understand the things that they put out.
Here's my friend. How you did Pastor?
And you don't just take it and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't just take it and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't vote against your interest. When I see this woman came in here and the woman said her daughter passed away because she was having a miscarriage and she couldn't get the help that she needs. Those are the things you look into. We think that things are affecting others. Oh yes, it's gonna affect my neighbor. It's gonna affect Tom Jones down the road. It's gonna affect Jim Block over the corner. It's not gonna affect me. Anything that affects somebody that affects you. Anything that they do will affect you just the same. You may think police stop and frisk is only going to be for someone else. But when you look at the color of your skin, it affects you. I look out here. There's a stop sign on my street up here. And these white people bolt through it. Police sit there, never say a word. And if you stop them, you let them go. But if you, as a black person, don't stop below the white line, he's pulling you over and said you don't stop on the white, you stop on the white line. Because you're not supposed to go over the white line. How are you going to see it? Because sometimes you can't see that you are on the white line or over the white line. We have to be careful more than anything else. And you come on here and put down your white sister, your black sister, your black mother, your black auntie, your black child for a whole 78-year-old white man who can't hold a sentence. Who cursing his way to the White House. It should even be a close race. It should be a done deal. It should have been done already. It should not have to be a close race. Because they are doing everything. They are telling people your voting place change. They're telling you that you are not voting. They're telling you all kind of things. Thank you, my dear. They're telling you all kind of Arthur and co-fact. They're telling you your voting changed. You shouldn't vote. You shouldn't do. You shouldn't. Because people cannot win on their own merit. They have to lie. They have to cheat. And if you can't win something on your own merit, what good is it? You have to be able to win on your own merit. Let your nay be nay. Let your yea be yea. So people can look and say, oh, that person is truthful. That person say the truth. But they're lying the way on the way. And they are lying, and they are lying, and they are lying. But you know something? Some people don't have their smart. They have the brain, they have a degree of the yang yang, doctorate, masters, and all. Maybe you have a fever, go get a shower. Always doing something. Nobody can stop you or tell you the things to do in life. What if you think that you come on TikTok? Because I don't see a lot of them on YouTube. If you come on TikTok and say these things because you want to build up your base, and you're following, I don't care who the black person is who is trying. Yes, some of them is, but if you give them a chance and they messed up, they can't say you didn't give them a chance. If you give them a chance and they messed up, they can't say you didn't give them a chance. You give them a chance and they ruin it. You give them a chance and they ruined it. So you can say, well, I give you a chance. I give you a chance. I always talk about my father. Oh, my sister not listening. I always talk about my father. My father left my mother after giving her 11 children. And it was very hard. Very, very, very hard on my mother, who never worked a day in her life because he was the provider. And in those days, there's the man who, after you have all them kids, the man provide. And that man decided to get a woman who don't have any children and can't have children and leave my mother with 11 children and take a woman who don't have any. And my mother suffers because he wasn't taking care of us. We could even go to the field. We could even go to the field to get food. He wouldn't have it. Sometimes my brothers have to go and steal food when he's not in that area to bring it for my mother. So I know how hard it is. I was the last, well, I am still the last one of the 11. I know how it is to be hungry, as a little child. I know how it is for neighbors to feed me. I know how it is to walk from house to house to get food to eat because your mother don't have it. And sometimes she send me. She said, go to so-and-so, tell them you're hungry. I know what it is. So if I helped my brother and my sister, I wish, honestly, I wish I had it. The things I wanted to do,
Some questions are better left unanswered.
I wouldn't have anything left.
For everything else,
I would walk around and help people.
Just Answer is the quickest
I
way
would
to
fix
chat
their
with a
house. I
friend
would pay
in
their
real time.
mortgage. I
Get
would
help
pay
from
off their
verified
house.
experts in minutes,
I would
even
buy
in the middle of the
cars.
night. We match you with an
I would
expert
buy
who's
food.
qualified to answer your
I'll
questions.
make sure they're
Meet
okay.
Dr. Peter. He has more than 20 years of experience and a doctorate degree in veterinary medicine.
Because having it and pile it up,
Click
you only can use so
Just
much.
Answer now.
You only can use so much. And people are out there dying. And people are can help and they don't. I really would like, even the hurricane, although they haven't said they have all these things, there are things that people need that they're not going to get. Sometimes you'd feel for a soda. Oh, they bring water. Oh, they bring chicken. You need a steak. Sometimes I feel like going there and set up a barbecue thing and just stop barbecue and let them get food to eat. When we can help one another, we help one another. We don't talk about, we don't criticize, we don't let them feel like they're nobody. We don't let them feel like they're nobody. I have an appointment. We love people. Hello, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. I just did my hair last night. I finished 9 o'clock. You like the color? But the Lord is good to all of us. And if we use logic, we will do the right thing in all situations. Don't let people come and lie to you and tell you what they're going to do for you when they're not going to do anything. People lose their right. I don't believe in telling people what to do with their body. Your body. You do whatever you want. You're going to answer to God, not to me. You're going to answer to God, not to me. I certainly will, my darling. I certainly will. I'll always pray for you. People do the darndest thing just to get your vote. And after that, nobody cares. After that, you can't say anything. You don't see them. And you do it all over again next time. But you know something? If we put God first, He will direct you, you know. He will let you see where you ought to go. I think one man said that, one girl I saw on here yesterday, and the girl said, her father or her husband, I don't know, somebody said, anytime you see somebody who is a bully, you should vote for them. They have the right thing. But the other one who is like the vice president, don't vote for her. And I don't know what care what you say about me. And that's what she was saying. I don't care what you say about my looks. Because she knows she was 500 pounds. And she think that when she say that, people was gonna talk about her. But people don't care about what you look like. If you want to lose, eat yourself to a benevolent, go ahead. It's your head. Why should I worry about what somebody else is doing? You hear tell and you feel like doing it? Go ahead. We can tell you who to vote for. We can tell you what to eat. Although sometimes I feel like eating some junk food. I like French fries. Every now and then I would eat. I get a pack of French fries and I eat a couple. And I give my dog. They love McNuggets and French fries. Tomorrow we're gonna go is McNugget Day. We're gonna go out and buy McNugget for Molly and Princess. They just love McNugget and fries. And go to the beach and hang out. But we ought to be our brother's keeper. So go out and vote, vote, vote. Vote your conscience. Vote the right thing. Do the right thing. Speak to the Lord. You know, I heard this man was saying something so despicable. He said that somebody in Congress or something was talking bad about Asian people. And they brought him up. I was watching it on Roland. And the Speaker of the House said, well, he regret what he said. He went around the back and he took it down and he prayed.
Number one, the first step to tackling your credit card debt is understanding how much debt you actually have.
He went around the back, took it down and prayed. And you know, we had to come before the people and apologize. He went around the back and he prayed.
Preservatives and everything else. And it's actually the exact opposite.
So,
A lot of code issues.
when you are arresting all these people, maybe they should go to the back of the courtroom and pray and everything should be fine. Because if you go around the back and pray and everything is fine, what good for the goose is good for the gander. What good for one is good for all. We all pray. Well, some of us.
value of giving
We
your dog
prayed.
a healthy diet. And it's really simple.
But that don't mean we ought to do presumptuous sinning. That don't mean we ought to just because we prayed and we know that if we're saved, then the Lord will forgive us. That don't mean you're gonna go and do sin and come back and say, "Oh yes, I prayed." Because people take God for man. But the Bible said he's not like man. God is not a man that he should lie. And the Bible said you're not to lean unto your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And lean not unto your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him. And he shall direct your path. You don't do things because we feel. It's not a feeling thing. It's a God thing. Put him first in everything you do. Put him first in all you do. He'll make it right. Psalms 32:8 says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide you with mine eyes. He will guide you with his eyes. I always watch the joking thing on TikTok. And this dog has a pup. And the father of the pup sit there trying to prevent the pup from go astray. And the pup go up to the dog, and the dog shush him back. And he go up to the dog, the father shush him back. And he keep doing it. And the father grab him in the neck back and take him and put him where the other dogs are. He watches over you. So when you're going astray and when you're doing things that's contrary to his word, he's going to swoosh you back. And a lot of times it takes difficult things sometimes to bring you back. It takes sickness. It takes joblessness. It takes homelessness. It takes a lot of things to bring you back to the right path. Because when you see that you don't have all the things that let you forget about the Lord Jesus Christ, it takes it all away from you. It takes what you have, so you have to depend on him. You don't depend on your wealth. You don't depend on your job. You don't depend on your car and your house. It takes it all so you can trust in him. St. John 16:13 said, howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he spoke, and he will show you things to come. I've seen you done that a long time, TikTok. My hand is shaking. He will guide you into all truth. It will show you things to come. The Bible also said, if I tell you earthly things and you believe it not, then if I tell you heavenly things, you ain't gonna believe, because it's spiritual things. And if you're not believing the things that you can see, how you gonna believe the things you can't see? That's why when somebody come and tell you that, oh, I get a message from the Lord, people look at you strange because they are not hearing from God, and so they don't think that you are hearing from God. They're not believing. Don't bother with it. They're not believing that you're speaking to God or you're hearing from God, because they're not believing the earthly things. How then will you believe earthly things? If you can't believe the things you can see, how are you going to believe the things you can't see? You're not going to believe the things you can't see. If you're not believing temporal, how are you going to believe in spiritual? You're not going to believe spiritual things. Isaiah 30:21 says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When he turned to the right hand, and then turn to the left. Walk with the Lord. When you turn to the right, walk with the Lord. When you turn to the left, walk with the Lord. Not because you go to the right, you're going to forget about it. And not because you go to the left, you're going to forget about it. In all you're doing, do it with the Lord. If you're going to get a job, pray before. If you're going to sign a mortgage paper, go with the Lord. If you're going anywhere, go with the Lord. You know, so many people left and they never come back home. Cover yourself. Cover your children. Cover your husband. Cover your wife. Because the devil is so rampant and he's seeking who he can devour. The devil is rampant. And a lot of people left their home and don't get back. And they have plans for tomorrow, you know, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. If they look on their calendar, a lot of things they have planned. St. Matthew 7:7 says, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened to you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you, whom if his son asks bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks a fish, shall give him a serpent? If he then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father, which is in heaven, give good gift to them that ask of him? Ask, seek, and you shall find. I never give up. I never give up. Let me tell you something. I have been through some stuff, and I have never give up.
The senior
I have been
lifetime
through some things.
Seniors on Medicare are now getting
So don't think that you go through things and you know, I'm
crowns and fillings.
mature.
Unfortunately, this once in a
So I've been through a lot of
lifetime plan
things.
is ending on Friday due to changing rules.
My car repossessed just like everybody
You
else.
still get
No job.
$1,500 dental coverage. This
Been in
covers
food stamp
cancer,
just like anybody
crowns, and
else.
fillings.
No
You
job.
must act now to apply for this plan before time runs out. This amazing
Evicted
program
like anybody else.
seniors on Medicare, but
I've been in a lot
unfortunately,
of
it
things
is coming
just
to
like
an
you.
end. This is your last chance to sign up. So act now and click on
But I
play
never
this
give
video
up.
to get this incredible plan today. It
If
takes
I
only
do
a
this
short
and it doesn't
phone
work,
call to
I
do it.
try something
Do not
else.
delay. You have nothing to lose, so act now.
If you do something and it doesn't work, you try something else. It doesn't mean that you're going to sit there all the time and you're not going to do anything. You're going to help yourself to take yourself out of that rut that you're in. We all been through things. But I said what? Show me the way, O Lord. Teach me the path. I said, show me your way, O Lord, and teach me the path, that I may know. Show me your glory. I don't sit there and wait for people to come and give me a handout. I help myself. I try to seek. Thank you, you too. See you tomorrow. So you have